I tell you what, personally speaking, I had a lot of anxiety over the election of Barack Obama in 2008 when he assumed office in 2009, what he did in 2010, Obamacare. I can go on for hours about what Obama did to this republic and how it caused much constitutional anxiety within me. But I didn't bite my fingernails. I didn't act irrationally. I didn't act out. I internalized it, and I got active. Among other things, started this program. I started a Tea Party movement. I got active politically to try and defeat him and his policies. Seems to me that's the rational course here.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, first of all, I want to make it clear that there is no such real thing as Trump anxiety disorder. In other words, it is not in the DSM, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual that psychiatrists use to define mental disorders. It is something trumped up by people who are being led astray by activists and politicians who are still crying over the fact that Trump won. So, yes, the symptoms, people are feeling anxious. People are feeling like the world is going to end. They're fretting about the world, fretting about what's happening in America. But it's not because of Trump. I mean, that is what these political activists and politicians and the media want them to believe. Yes, there are things to be scared of in the world, right. North Korea, Iran, and so on, terrorists. But not to blame it all on Trump is ridiculous.
I had teenage girl anxiety disorder, not as a teenager myself, but trying to raise my daughter. But again, it was something you just have to deal with in life. And I think that's what we're looking at here. So we look at Trump anxiety disorder, not Donald Trump's anxiety, but this is Trump anxiety disorder. For opponents, you kind of swerved in a little bit. They're on edge over Trump policies when he tweets, when he gives a speech. Supporters, though, are also affected by this doctor, and these people feel isolated. Let's go to the opponents first. It appears to me that they are taking what Donald Trump is doing on policy, doing on Twitter, just speaking in general in public. They're taking it personally, which they shouldn't. Some things on policy obviously are going to affect people personally. When you get a tax cut, yeah, it affects you personally. You get to keep more of your money. So that's a good thing. But it seems to me that they're taking virtually everything he says, these opponents, as a negative, and they're taking it personally as some sort of hurt on them.
Yes, absolutely. You wake up in the morning, and a lot of people like myself, you turn on the computer to see the news, right? Or the television, what you do. But nowadays, especially on Google, for example, everything in the world that is going wrong, they have some twist to blame it on Trump.
Right.
And so it's very scary. You wake up and you think, oh my God, all these horrible things are happening and it's all Trump's fault. And this came from, originally, the words Trump anxiety disorder came from an essay in the book, The Dangerous Case of Donald Trump, which was written by a bunch of psychiatrists and other mental health professionals who need to go to psychiatrists and other mental health professionals. And it was an essay, and it described these symptoms and so on. But that's it. It's that group of therapists who are trying, their ultimate aim is to find Donald Trump unfit for office, to find some mental reason why he is unfit. And they are just, they are using the license, their professional license as therapists to really just get their political views across. And this is unprofessional and unconscionable.
Yeah, seems like it'd be a violation of certain canons within your industry. The Trump supporters say they feel isolated, and I do. I feel isolated at times for supporting constitutional beliefs and the President of the United States, but I go and I seek like-minded people. But the symptoms, real quick, almost out of time, Doctor. I want to go to the symptoms because I guess they're real. I mean, this part of it is real. Lack of sleep, a feeling of losing control, helplessness in an unpredictable socio-political climate, excessive time spent on social media. Sounds to me like we're dealing with control freaks here who are not in control of who is president of the United States.
Well, yes, that's definitely a part of it. But, when they did the poll, there were about half of the people who felt like that. But it wasn't necessarily about Trump. It was about the political climate in this country and the things going on here and in the world that are scary. Like, as I said, terrorism, right. Iran, and so on. And it's just the media and these political activists who are focusing these people to blame it on Trump.
Well, I have an immediate cure, doctor, with all due respect. Get the heck off of social media. One of the problems here is excessive time on social media. Get the heck off of social media and you will reduce your anxiety back down to hopefully normal levels. Doctor, out of time.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.